Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of MHP Gaming. I'm Hawk.
I'm AJ.
And today, we're not making her play anything. She's choosing to play this for the EX episode of RimWorld.
Yay!
Thank you for joining the party. Let's go on an adventure. So, AJ, tell us about your colony.
So yeah, this is the one I started with 5 core characters from my novel that is still untitled. I've been working on that SOB since the end of 2016. Granted, the series has gone through a change, but it still has no title. It doesn't even have a working title. But for what it's worth, I haven't been working on this book. I've only been working on this book since sometime in 2018 when I said, well, fuck, this is actually a series and I'm working on book 3. So what I was working on is now book 3. This is book 1. Going way back in the past. So, yeah, get a little overview of here.
Alright. Did you want to tell us which of those characters up top are the ones you made and which ones were people that joined you?
Yes, so Rory would be the MC of book 1 and was 16 when this started. And, I tried to keep this pretty close to their characters, and obviously their skills have been improved, but he's mostly a gunner. He can melee. He's pretty smart. And he's all around a really resourceful kid. So, and I don't know, that's not quite accurate.
That just came from the background.
Yeah, that just came from how I set up his character traits.
Yeah, that's the fun thing with this game. As much as you want to translate other things into it, sometimes just stuff with that background, with the background selections on the mod that you can do for that, which we highly recommend. It's a really fun way of playing this game. Get to edit the characters you want and start how you want. Yeah. Not everything translates perfectly into this game, so you have to make a couple concessions, but usually you get pretty close to what you want.
Yep. So, yeah. This would be Rory, my MC. And then there would be the love interest for him, which is Kat, or Catherine, actually. And, not much of a cook or not much of a fighter, really. In the book, she's actually the mage. She's the mage and does a fair bit of healing. And she's very talented with magic, but seeing as how this game doesn't have a magical element, I had to find other uses for her.
There's a magical element. I think a psychic element in the royalty expansion, but I don't know much about that.
Well, she's not my character. That's the psychic anyways.
Yeah, fair point. Well, it's magic-ish.
Yeah, no, she's actually a mage, and, she's good at combat magic, good at healing magic, but since this game doesn't have a magical element, I made her more of, like, my medical person, and she's very much like the negotiator in the book. She can pretty much talk anyone into anything. Pretty smart. Iron-willed is an understatement. She is incredibly stubborn. She does not take no for an answer. Ever.
Incapable of dumb labor.
Yeah, that's not true either. Like I said, I had to make some concessions, and da-da-da-dum.
Yeah, you can't make everybody perfect, or the game's not fun.
Told you I had Jack in this. Yup, based off the Jack from Wild Arms. And,
I don't know if I've ever heard of Wild Arms.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously I made some changes. I changed his last name. This is actually an homage to the fact that his original name was Garrett before he took on the pseudonym of Jack. So that's why I named him Jack Garrett in the book. Aged him down a bit.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, he's really good at construction.
He's a knight and a soldier. And pretty much has most of the same traits you would expect of him.
Yeah, seems that way.
Yeah.
Social is up pretty high.
Yeah. He's not incredibly antisocial, but he's maybe not the most approachable.
And he has a passion for plants, but is not good at it?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I really don't know where that came from. I think that was just, like, some of the stuff from, setting up his childhood and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you can only, again, like I said, there's only so much control you can give this. So, yep.
A star knight.
Yep, he's a knight, carries a sword.
Oh, incapable of caring, just like me.
In the book, he does care. He just has to be an asshole about it first. That's pretty much him. And then Jane.
Butchering a doe.
Butchering a doe.
Waiting for you to butcher a doe.
That's not her real last name. That's one of the ships that never should have happened. Oh yeah, by the way, Kat and Rory went ahead and got hitched right away. I just made them partners, and then like immediately in the game they're like, hey, let's get married. And I'm like, okay kids, why not?
No, why wait?
Yep. So, yep, Jane is actually Rory's childhood not best friend, but just a childhood friend that he's known for a long time. In the book, she is a competitive shooter and decides to join the team. It's kind of like the long-range gun. Rory is more of an up-close fighter. Jane is the ranged fighter, along with Catherine's magic. She's pretty talented with cooking. She's also very social and smart. So, very artistic. But she doesn't get much time for art in this game in RimWorld because she's constantly cooking. She doesn't leave the kitchen much.
She really is kind of your professional chef.
Yeah, she doesn't get to leave the kitchen much.
And when she does, it's usually to go and work the fields.
Yeah, pretty much. But she's good with plants too in the book, so.
Yeah, no, that makes good sense then.
Yep.
Careful shooter, teetotaler, beautiful, and greedy.
Yeah, I kind of had to. You know, otherwise it's like too OP, you know? I had to put in some of the negative traits in that she can be a little high maintenance. So that was like the closest thing I got to that was greedy.
Makes sense.
And my last character is Zareth, who should not have ended up with Jane. Those two should not have ended up together.
But boy, did they quickly.
Boy, did they quickly. And they're in the book. They're both otherwise spoken for, honestly. But he is actually a defector from the enemy race, which hence the strange name, and also a melee guy, and the psychically sensitive. So actually, it's a trait among his particular race, and especially like among his family, to kind of have a form of ESP. Like he can can sense things that others can't. So that's kind of why I put that in there.
Kind of like empathic or something?
Kind of, yeah. A little bit empathic. So like basically he'd be impossible to sneak up behind because he'd know you're there. He can sense energies. He can kind of tell moods. He doesn't like big crowds because of that.
I can see that getting overwhelming.
Yeah, and actually, fun fact, his niece is a major character in the second book. She has the same ability, but even stronger than him, that she can actually see auras.
Ooh, fun.
Yes, so, yeah, just some fun fact. But yeah, he's kind of my construction guy, and there is some basis for that in the book, too.
Man, with construction, that guy, he could probably literally build a relationship.
He can build anything. Well, he kind of has to build a settlement from the ground up because he didn't quite defect alone, you could say. Yeah, he's got a whole crew with him, and it's like, well, they need someplace to live, so make one. And he's also a swordsman.
I will build you a house out of hopes and dreams.
Yep, but yeah, he's the other swordsman in my book, so different sword style from Jack. Whereas Jack's abilities is more on, like, similar to Jack from Wild Arms. He's more about speed and agility, and Zareth can brute his way through anything.
Alright, so Zareth is more like, kind of like a...
He's kind of the tank.
Yeah.
He's the tank, and he is a pretty good strategist at that. One of the big differences, because he and Jack actually have a lot in common, aside from that, but like when it comes to their style, Zareth likes to have a plan. He's kind of type A. He wants to know what they're going to go in, what they're going to do. Jack, on the other hand, can like run in, bullets flying, and just come up with stuff off the top of his head and just go.
Pants stuff.
Yeah, Jack very much flies by the seat of his pants. So, yeah, that's one way in which they're way different. So those are the ones that are the characters from my book, and then some of these are other people that have joined. Snipe, I think, was the first prisoner I took.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think she was a spy that was sent in, and I managed to capture her and convert her, and she has been a huge asset.
Yeah, she's been your backup medic.
Yeah, she's become my backup medic. She's
really social.
She's social. She's good well, she failed her negotiation, but she's been really good at converting the other prisoners. So she's just really balanced, and she fills a lot of shoes. And then the next one I captured, I believe, was Maxim.
Sounds right.
Did I get another pet guinea pig? I think I just got another pet. I just sold my last guinea pig. God damn it. I had 10 cats join my colony yesterday. 10 freaking cats. Right before I was about to go to bed, it's like, hey, 10 cats just joined you. And I'm like, I have to feed those.
Why?
I know. Everyone in my colony just became the cat lady. But yeah, Maxim, I think, was my second prisoner, and he and Snipe ended up together. I want to say they're both from my, the colony that keeps attacking me called the Epic Slicers.
Oh, yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, so I feel like Grump was sent to me from space, and he's good with my animals, but he kind of doesn't do the dumb labor thing, so he doesn't do a whole lot else aside from animals and art.
Misogynist and a slow learner.
I know.
So
He's a misogynist.
He's
a misogynist, and he keeps hitting on the other girls and getting turned down and then getting mad about it. So he's not a misogynist. He's an incel.
It's like they're married, buddy. Well, save for Dutro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. So now some of these other characters. So you'll notice over here, I had these cryopods.
That was a fun afternoon.
And I opened them, and Gilmore, Paisley, Ben, and Tombstone hopped out. And I want to say 2 of them were aggressive to me and trying to kill me. So I managed to subdue them and rescue the other 2 that were, like, in crisis.
I think Paisley and Tombstone were the violent
Yeah, I
ones.
think Paisley and Tombstone came out fighting, and Ben and Gilmore... Yeah, Ben and Gilmore were the ones I had to rescue. Injured. So I managed to, obviously, capture and imprison Paisley and Tombstone. And then I nursed Gilmore and Ben back up to health. And Gilmore, as soon as he was done, he's like, oh, I'm joining your team now. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Ben, on the other hand, I fixed him up with plans to keep him because, I mean, look at his stats.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. And, yeah, so I fixed him up, and he starts fucking leaving. It's like, oh, no, you don't. So I sent Jack out to beat him up and capture him.
Yeah, it's cute you thought you had a choice.
Right? So I had to imprison him, too, and convert him. And then I converted Tombstone and Paisley. And then Dutro is my most recent... Dutro, I think? Yeah, I think it's Dutro. Dutro is my most recent addition. And she is actually Gilmore's ex. And just randomly came to me. So naturally, I have them sleeping across from each other.
Just to annoy them.
Yeah, so... There's her stats right there for you.
Man, that's good. So for the chemical interest one.
I know, right? Especially because I kind of do have the space weed and the booze going. Cough, Rory, cough.
Yeah, kid has a hobby.
Kid has a hobby, you're telling me. So yeah, I'm working on my way up to getting a good hospital here. And these are those storage spots for more medicine. I've got a research room. Some prisons ready. Got individual character rooms. I've got a rec room. Extra space. Some batteries.
The old cryo sleep center is a barn.
Yeah, I turned my cryo sleep room into a barn for my excess animals. I got some traders.
Because that's not underperforming.
Right? I keep having animals self-tame constantly. Hence why I have Boomalope.
2 of them.
2 Boomalope. Walking through my my house. I named one Bomb Squad and the other, where is he?
Oh, you should just show off your animal names. Those are good.
Yeah, I haven't named all my animals because I started getting 2 more. The husky came named Quiche.
That's cute, so we kept it.
I named the raccoon Trash Panda. Goatman. Missing Lynx. Hog Lady. Alpacano. Inside joke. We were playing
Cards Against... No, Apples to Apples.
It was Apples to Apples. We were playing Apples to Apples with a group of friends, and one of our friends had his younger brother there, and it was the Al Pacino card. But he called it Alpacano.
Apparently, he'd never heard of Al Pacino.
He'd never heard of Al Pacino. He's like, Alpacano? So, Alpacano has been a running joke in our family for...
Over a decade now?
Over 10 years. Because this kid's, like, grown and married now.
Yeah, what was he, like 15 at the time?
Yeah, something like that. Got Pack of Lies. My Bibba alpaca. Another
the first
alpaca.
child born here.
This is my other one. His name is Boomy. Get it?
There's one for you for the Avatar fans.
My Muffalo. I had a Muffalo self-tamed. Yep, almost all these animals self-tamed except for the raccoon and the lynx. I had like a free tame on those, and so I tamed a raccoon and a lynx because...
Gotta tame something.
Yep, and now I have a pack of 10 cats. Did I have a kitten? No, okay. And the cats keep screwing.
No, but one is pregnant.
Oh, God. Yeah, the cats keep getting it on, like, all over my house. So I have a feeling my cat numbers are going to be doubling really, really soon here.
Yeah, I got a feeling I think more alpacas were on the way, too.
Yep, my alpacas keep doing it. I already traded with these guys, so they can go ahead and leave. Oh, yeah, I've got a little workroom here. I honestly probably should move my tailoring station over here. And
Seems like a more useful spot. Probably the stoneworking, too.
Yeah, it's just, I kind of had to start with this, you know. Like, some of my original structures started, like, right here, and I literally shoved, like, 5 sleeping bags. I decided to send my characters to Earth with some sleeping bags, you know, make it a little easier on myself. I gave them, like, sleeping bags and some food and stuff.
Yeah, she's mildly well-established, but she's in the early mid-game, so she's still getting a lot of things settled down, but she is far from the end game.
But this is where I originally started out, and now it's my stock room. I've got my walk-in fridge with my emergency rations blocked off. And a little airlock because I have so many people coming and going. I kept losing heat in here, or losing air. I've got 2 kitchen stations. I got a pretty big dining room going. I've got kibble for my critters. And this is my power generation.
It's not generating much power.
Not at the moment, because it's nighttime. It does pretty good. Hey, it keeps those batteries full.
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game.
Yep. Like I said, I got my research room. I got the rec room. This is now the barn, because he won't let me get rid of the cryopods.
Dude, you don't get rid of something that useful for no reason.
And now this half of the mountain, I am mining into. This is going to be more room for me. This is my cemetery.
I keep telling her to make graves.
I'm not digging graves for raiders. Okay? If you want to come raid me, you're going to get killed and you're going to have your body tossed in here. And I just walled it off so my characters stop getting like, ew, death.
I still just want to see the raiders come running up from behind your colony, thinking this is the back door, open it, find that, and just decide, okay, we're not the crazy ones in this situation. We need to leave.
But yeah, all the mad animals with the scaria.
Oh,
Scaria. Yeah, that attack me. End up in here. The raiders and stuff all end up in here.
Anything you don't want rotting on the front lawn.
Yep, this is my farm. I'm probably going to be swapping out these flower beds for something more productive. And as you can see, lots of beer and space weed. Lots of beer and space weed for this colony.
Her colony runs on it.
My colony runs on beer and space weed. Yep, I got some fortifications. Basically, I kind of walled off all around. Which from what he tells me, is a pretty common tactic.
Yeah, it's good for a firewall in case like a big fire starts. You don't have to worry about it ending up on your front lawn.
I've had that happen a few times. So yeah, I've got some firewalls and basically for fortifications. That way I'm not a complete sitting duck.
Wah.
Yeah, and then yeah, I just fortified this off. Like I said, I'm building into here a bit. And, yeah, not a whole lot else. I'm going to be expanding. I'm probably going to be building a tree grove soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You do need to start growing some trees.
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's in the research queue.
Future plans.
Mm-hmm. And I have gotten so lucky with the
my
minerals
God.
in this game. I am
jealous.
Minerals. I've got...
She keeps finding plasteel, compacted machinery, and gold and uranium everywhere.
Gold, silver deposits. I am finding them all over this map.
Whereas mine, I've been struggling for most of it.
There's some uranium. I had a whole bunch of compacted, the machine parts that I mined out of here.
I think that one up there was gold.
Oh yeah, this one was gold. This one was
compacted machinery.
Compacted machinery. I think this may have been compacted machinery.
Yeah, she gets tons of it. Meanwhile, I've had to do it all from the ground up.
I have another big uranium deposit somewhere.
I think you got a couple.
Yeah, I showed the one. Oh yeah, I had more up here, more over here.
Yeah, the game likes giving you free stuff.
I think this was my silver all in here. So yeah, you can see where I've been doing a lot of mining.
So jealous.
I know. We got some ruins. There's a lot of sarcophagi.
Yeah, that seems to be like the biome you landed was like the sarcophagus biome.
Yeah, there was a lot of graves here. Some of them blew up. I had a massive fire start in this area, and it was outside my firewall, so I just said, fuck it. And like a bunch of shit over here just started blowing up. It was kind of fun. So, a buffalo herd moved in. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, oh yeah, I have this, this is the third meteor I've had land.
Yeah, they're not uncommon.
Yeah, it's my third meteor. I've kind of left it alone.
It's just a steel one, but
yeah,
still, always need more steel.
Yep. So yeah, I was like over here mining and hunting, and I'm just walking through this shit blowing up, and I'm like, blah, 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 doesn't bother me.
Yeah, not my problem.
Not my problem. Finally starting to burn through some of my rocks. I'm probably going to be expanding this maybe a little bit. Maybe expanding my workroom over here. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
Lots of plans.
Work in progress.
Lots of plans, but I'm built into the mountain, and I've got turrets inside just in case something burrows in.
Which happens.
I watched him deal with it.
Oh, I lost 2 ducks and a panther in that.
Good times.
They will be missed.
They will be missed. I have some geothermal heat vents.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to start tapping those soon.
Yeah, I got 2 of those.
3, actually.
3? Where's the third?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I didn't see this one here.
Yeah, I'll teach you about the best way to get those set up later.
Yeah, I also had a lot of wild heel root, tons of wild berries.
That was nice. I didn't get any free heel root.
Oh my god, I got tons. This has been a great map for me. This has been a really good playthrough. It's been very kind to me, so I'm just waiting to get screwed over. I've had a couple of good size invasions.
Well, it's her first real RimWorld playthrough.
This is my first real playthrough. The other one was complete novice, and this is kind of what I've been playing on the side of from what the other one we taped.
Yeah,
Legend, Jet, and Squirrel. Yeah,
we've been playing in tandem. I've even been having one going since this the spark was woken back up in me again after working it through with AJ.
Is this a room?
Yeah, it looks like there's something back there.
Should I mine into it?
At some point, but it's probably not a room. It's just like an open space in the mountain.
Yeah, well, let's find out. Only one way to find out, right?
Yes.
Yes. Huh, looks like there's more over here.
Yeah, a lot of those. Usually they're just 1 or 2 open spots and nothing.
Yeah, doesn't hurt to take a look.
Yeah, true enough.
What's it gonna hurt? It'll take me some time. I got loads of time.
Yeah. Not much going on.
No.
Alrighty, so is there anything else you wanted to show off then?
No, this pretty much covers all of it. So, hopefully you guys find it moderately, impressive. Just to show that I don't completely suck at this game. I've actually been doing, on my serious playthrough that wasn't doomed to fail from the start, I'm actually doing pretty darn good, expanding quite a bit.
Yeah, she doesn't suck anymore.
Yeah, I sucked at first.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
True enough, my first colony ended horribly, crashed and burned, got sleeping sickness, and everything just ended poorly.
Yep.
Yeah, and 2, we started that one with a novice playing hard, like the hardest difficulty on Randy. We were not planning on that lasting. As we said from the first episode, that was just a palate cleanser, just because we just got past a couple of big RPGs. We just needed something, fun that wasn't going to go forever.
It went a lot longer than I thought it would. I honestly thought that was going to be like maybe 5-6 episodes tops.
Yeah, me too. We got out from swirling the drain a couple times.
Yeah, so I think I did pretty good considering what I had to start with.
True enough. I'm not sure my strategies would have fixed things there, so I'm impressed yours did.
I'm a little more balls to the wall than you.
Yeah, true enough. I'm the strategic one that thinks things out and plans. You're the one that just when shit's going down, you can make the tough decisions and make things happen.
You're Zareth, I'm Jack.
Kinda.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to do or talk about?
No, that pretty much is it.
Alrighty then. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Rory and Friends.
Yeah, not the name of the book.
And I'm pitching it.
It will be out eventually. Someday, one of these days.
All right, well, thank you for joining us for another episode of MHP Gaming on the EX episode of RimWorld. Like, comment, and subscribe as you see fit. Check our description down below to find our Discord. Head there to suggest games you want to see us make each other play. Other than that, see ya.